Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Mbali and this is Tech with Mbali. And today we have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful guest, one of my very good friends, Tuscan.
Hi everybody. I don't know why I did that, but I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy to be here. Thanks for having me on your channel.
So happy to have you here, Tuscan. So Tuscan and I actually are going to be talking about how to survive in a corporate world, especially if you're new or you're just trying to find your way around being in such a demanding space, especially in the tech industry. So, Tuscan, how long have you been in the tech career?
So about 5 years. I've been in tech for 5 years. I've been in corporate for 5 years as well. I bet that I was one of the lucky ones. After school, going to some college, and then getting straight into corporate, I do feel lucky. But yeah, 5 years. And then prior to that, gaming. I mean, gaming obviously gives you a whole lot of problem solving skills. So yeah.
That's really nice. So you're gonna help us help each other, help
Definitely.
our viewers, so that we know how to, kill it. We're gonna empower, inspire, and help each other.
Definitely, all the time.
Yeah. So I'm also a software developer currently, and I've been in my role for about 4 to 5 years.
Yeah.
And without further ado, before I carry on, please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell us what you want to hear. Tell us what you think, what you want to hear more of, and so on and so forth. Share this with all of your friends, and let's get into it.
Let's do it.
First of all, we want to speak about what's like the number one piece of advice that you have for someone who's going straight into corporate, like as this new job.
Okay. So, thinking back to when I started off in corporate, I actually asked other people for advice. And the best thing that they could give me was, just be yourself. You'll be fine. Everybody says that, go, you'll be fine. Be yourself. Okay, yes. I agree with that, right? But what happened to me was, when I started on my first day, or rather my first week, it was really quiet. I didn't know anybody. We sat at a desk. There's onboarding. Lots of companies have onboarding, and during that period, you don't really do much. You just observe. So in my second week, that's when I got into the work. And in my head, I've been playing like, just be yourself. Just be yourself. You're gonna love you. Everything's gonna be fine. But it was very different. Bearing in mind, we were very young when we started off in corporate, right? So I decided one night that I know I can't just be myself. I need to be the best version of myself. I'm working with important people. I'm working with an important project. I need to be the best that I can be at that, right? And that's when, you do a lot of thinking when you start working. And I mean, one of the things is that, different instances require different versions of yourself. So at work, I think my number one tip, or the first tip that I would give anyone watching this, is that, be the best version of yourself. Forget who you are at home. Forget what your insecurities are, what you feel you're not good at. Just be the best that you can. And don't doubt yourself. You can doubt yourself because it's good to, feel like you have competition, or, you're unsteady. That makes you even better. But, always strive to be the best. When you're laying in bed and then you're thinking, I want to dress a certain way. I want to speak a certain way. I want to have this kind of friends. I want to be engaged in these kind of conversations. I don't like when people speak about these things because it makes me feel like this. So that's the type of things you need to be thinking about all the time. And I think that's number one for me. You just need to get your mind into the right space before you actually get into, this is where I want to progress in my career.
Okay? Yeah, so I think it's just, what I'm hearing is that you just need to know which hat to wear for which job, so you can kill it. Don't let any of these other things overweigh you. But I'm also sure you're not saying that you must now lose yourself.
No, never.
Stay true to yourself.
Definitely. You always. So for instance, let me give another experience. Is that I wanted to be better than what I was, but I obviously knew that me, I'm fire. Like, who's not gonna like me? I'm funny. Like, let me be me. But I like doing makeup, for instance. I loved wearing makeup. Even in school, I always wore makeup. And I mean, I always used to get in trouble for it. And when I went into the corporate, I was like, would these people take take me seriously with my full-on face beat coming to work.
You
I always
look
had
like
that.
a clown.
I look like a damn clown. Because nobody, surprisingly enough, nobody wore that much makeup. In the team that I was in, it was firstly all females, very few males. Like there was about 3 males.
Yeah.
None of them wore makeup, and I got there and I was like, what is going
With
on?
your cheeks
And my cheeks are red, and I'm shining, and the highlight, everything is on point. And I was like, are they gonna take me seriously? And to my surprise, you get a lot. And then a lot of people came to me. I was like, so how do you do that? What do you use? Oh, your skin is so nice. Okay, firstly, I do have just I have nice skin, but I mean, sometimes what you like and your interest other people. That's how I actually started my bonds with the girls in my team.
Yeah.
Just like through makeup, through all of these things, weird things about myself.
Yeah, so you didn't let go.
I didn't let go of that.
No.
No. I just knew that when it came to work, I don't want to be a procrastinator. I don't want to be lazy. I don't want to be how I was in school. I don't want to wait for the last minute to submit something. I want to always have it done. I just want to be this person. I want to be proactive. I want to be professional. I want to own this space. That's number one.
I think that is brilliant. I am so empowered right now. Like, you know what? Yeah. So I think another thing that you mentioned was that you were there the first week and you realized what you needed to get done to be the best version of yourself. And do you know how long it took you to tap into the kind of person you needed to be for that role that you were in? Because I suppose it's not something that happened overnight. Like you went home after work one day. You're like, you know what?
I'm gonna have a shower, and when I get out of the shower, exactly. No, it was not like that at all. Okay. It was gradual. It was a day by day. Day one, I decided. Obviously, when I got back from the first week, I was like, I want to dress this way. That was my number one. Like the number one thing that I did was I changed the way I was dressing. But not too much. I always wore my sneakers to work. This sneaker and a dress. That's how one of the few things. But then the learning and getting my procrastination under control happened gradually. I decided I had to say how much I wanted it. I had to tell myself, this is how much you want it. And that's what I did. So it happened gradually, and eventually, nothing. There was nothing I couldn't handle. There was no curve. No one could throw anything at me, and I felt like it was too much.
Yeah.
So
I think that's actually very brilliant. I also want to speak on being a developer rather and writing actual code, because that helped a lot with like the personal skills that you have with people, even though you're not coding with them, which is the meetings that you're in, and all the things that you need to learn. But I think also being in code, with relation to what you just said, is that you always need to keep on learning
all the time.
There's
never a time where you stop learning.
Absolutely, because especially in this industry, in this tech industry, you're always growing. There's always something that comes out, and if you stay behind, then you're gonna be left behind. You're gonna be left behind, and we are moving, and then we're gonna leave you behind. So I think staying informed in what's happening, subscribing to my channel,
number one, is what's happening.
First of all, okay, will really help you grow and like really pick up the pace and be the best version of yourself, like you just said, so you can do the best work that you can ever do.
And these things matter. Your interactions matter. Where you subscribe, who you follow, what you're following at that time, it matters in your career. Your channel is about women in tech, people in tech, for example. And it's also about surviving in corporate. This first episode, surviving in corporate. So that is important. It's about what you do and how you do it. So the people you surround yourself with in your working environment, your friends, for example, your friends probably won't know what you're doing in terms of code, but the conversations you have structure how you grow all the time,
and how you think,
that's where your growth happens. If I can think about the type of person I was before I started at work, to what I was now, to what I am right now, it's completely different. My views have changed. Certain things, I'm a very stubborn person. I think we all are stubborn with certain things. Your mind just becomes open. You work with different people, and you just so open to their experiences. You're open to anything, basically. Yeah. And you have to be that way to actually get anywhere.
Yeah, no, that's really rock solid. But the next point is paying attention to detail.
Oh, that one's a solid one. Okay, so with this one, what I can say is, when we say pay attention to detail, the conversations you have in corporate, right? You're going to be placed in a team, and when you are in this team, there's going to be conversations, daily conversations. You need to pay attention to those. The fact that you are included in those conversations is already your opportunity to fall through, to say, you know what, okay, maybe this is where I can actually show what I'm about. Because there's a certain, like for instance, we could be having a conversation about an Excel spreadsheet that, we've been maintaining certain records, certain customer accounts, certain things, any information in Excel. Everybody keeps the information in Excel.
Yeah.
And in the team, you see that they keep in check of certain processes. And then you part of that, someone could be like, oh my God, this Excel is getting so frustrating. I mean, I can't bear to do it a moment. Someone could be saying that, and you sitting there and you know how to automate that. I mean,
you have all these skills.
You have all these skills.
Yeah.
You are opening up a door of opportunity for yourself. Being involved opens up those doors. You need to be involved, even if you feel like you're being too pushy, or you feel like I'm being too forward now. No one's gonna like this. Don't feel that way. That is you solely opening up opportunities for yourself. That's where you build your confidence.
Yeah, I think another piece of advice that I got in the beginning from my manager was, I don't know if I want to quote him correctly, but he was like, do it now, apologize later.
Yes,
it's better
that
you at least tried, but you will apologize later.
Definitely.
So really take grab of those opportunities. If you see somewhere where you can do something better, just go for it, go for it. Pay attention. No, definitely pay attention to how things are being done where you are, where you can add value. And I mean, working with code, I found that many times there's always something that you can better, or a new technology that you can just plug in there. Like, hey, did you know that there's actually something new that you guys are using, like a technology that is old, but we have
actually new
stuff.
New
hey,
stuff,
try this out, whatever. So
that's exactly what we brought to the table. As young individuals, young interns coming into corporate, we actually brought in the fact that you could do things much different. Why are you still using this?
Much easier.
Can we do this easier? I mean, you have to be open and you have to be confident to do that.
Yeah, no. That's so. Here's a scenario. You walk into this new job and you're pumped up and you're like, let's get it, I'm gonna kill it. And then they throw you with some prehistoric code and they're like, make that work.
That's my favorite one. Okay, so
what do you do then?
If I can tell you how many times I've failed doing that, oh my God, people giving me prehistoric code, I have failed. I have downright flat on my face. I didn't get it right the first time. So what happened was, I was hit with some prehistoric code. We all are. Eventually in our life, we are all up. And I was like, I'm gonna redo this. I ain't having this. I'm gonna redo. I can't. The most important thing about prehistoric code is understanding the code. Whether it takes you a week, okay, yes, we work with timelines, but you need to be honest with the people that you're working with. Right? You need to tell them you know what, I'm new, or I'm new to this. I've never worked with prehistoric code before. Give me a week, and then you sit day and night, and you learn that code. That's the only way I can. Obviously, you need documentation. We taught now that we need to have documentation for everything that we do. That's important. But you find that when you join certain teams or certain companies, there's no documentation on the code.
Yeah.
You have to sit, and let me tell you, Google is your friend. Google is a friend. So you have to sit with that code. You have to go through it. If there's no other way, if you feel like it's going to take you too long to recode, then sit with it.
Yeah, so I've also been in the same situation a couple of times, and Usually what I do is cry.
Okay.
A little.
You
You just go home. You're like, I don't know what's going on here. And then you
throw
put,
stuff around.
yeah. And then you throw the laptop or whatever. And then you pull yourself up, and then you put your head down and you get to work and you make it work. It's very possible. So I think it goes back to always learning. I think if you're always learning and you always know things, 50% of some of the things that are done throughout won't even surprise you anymore because you've seen it, you've worked on it, all of those things. So I think it's also very important to always keep learning.
Definitely,
yeah, and it's okay if you're feeling overwhelmed. Like I said, I felt overwhelmed starting over, and I'll cry. And
you literally feel like you're gonna die. You literally feel like, is this death? Is this what death feels like?
Yeah.
Because it has to be what. But it's not to discourage. It's to know that you're not alone feeling that way. It's completely normal to feel like you're losing your mind. It's also completely normal to feel like you're losing yourself. You have to lose yourself in order to go back, because you're gonna find yourself eventually, and you're gonna be like, wow, was that me? Was that me?
Oh my gosh. Alright, so we've spoken about paying attention to detail, we've spoken about being the best version of yourself, and all these amazing things, but obviously all of us, we're all still learning. I think even though we've been in this industry for years now, we're always learning new things and finding new things out about ourselves or about being in this corporate environment. So failure is inevitable.
It is.
Absolutely. Like, you're going to fall a couple of times, and you're going to fail. You're going to try things out, not going to work out. You're going to pitch your idea to people and they're not going to accept it. You're going to get 10,000 million no's before you actually finally get a yes. And I think it's very important to embrace those failures and those pains, because they actually push you to your better self, and they push you to work even harder. And man.
I guess it's safe to say that, in order to do anything, whether it be in life, in work, in your personal capacity, you're gonna fail. Like, if you look at relationships, for instance, like, you're gonna fail in a relationship, but that only makes you better. You only learn from that experience. Right? You only ever learn from that. So yes, you're gonna fail. Prehistoric code is a demon. But if you are good enough, not good enough. If you are good at what you do, some people, this is like second nature. According to them, is like they don't even have to think about it. It just happens. So if you're one of those people, prehistoric code wouldn't be that much of an issue. But if you're one of me, you take time with it. And always expect that, sometimes things don't go your way. Right? And you have to pace yourself.
Yeah.
And that falls it falls directly into your mental health. Right?
So the whole mental health topic for me is a very important topic in my life, and I take it very seriously. And I think that it's very important that we always take care of our mental health and we make sure that we're not worn out or overworking ourselves or just doing too much and letting it affect us personally.
Definitely.
So I think it's very important to always take care of your mental health. Make sure that you are happy and you take time away
for you
to relax, for your family and stuff like that. And speaking of family, now that we're working from home, some of us are in the office.
At the office.
Some of us
we in between. We're kind of
we're not sure what we're doing. So I think even though most of these mental health topics or advice is very what do you say?
Focused. It's focused. Like, I know when we have mental health conversations at work, it focuses more on how are you finding life at home, how are you adjusting. What would you do if you were asked to come back to the office? Oh my God, that was like.
Wait, what would you do if you?
It happened to me. Wait, in this week there was a question like, oh, you guys, how would you feel if you had to come to the office like once or twice in the week? And luckily, I have a very good manager, and we. That conversation was shut down for my team. Like, it's a no. We'll go when we want to go. But I think a lot of other people were saying, some of them were like, I need to get away from the house. I need to get away from the kids. I need to just be at work and work.
Yeah. No, I've also found that with my job now, am required to be in the office sometimes on certain days. And sometimes I can work from home. But honestly, even though I don't have the distractions of, like real responsibilities, if I should even call them that, but I don't have like a family that I live with and stuff like that. I can just, it should be easy.
Yes.
Easier for me to just, put my head down, work, and do all those amazing things.
Yes.
But I found that going to the office was much, 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 much more helpful.
Yeah.
Actually, and it helped me be more productive.
Actually speaking, I'm actually thinking about how would I react to being to the office. I'm thinking hard about it. And I mean, I feel like I'll be really proactive at the office. I mean, it's going to be an adjustment because I am so used to my comfortability at home. I can keep back, relax. I can work from whichever room, any position. I can go to the mall and I can sit in the mug and bean and I can work from there. And it's not even an issue. Before we didn't have that luxury. So some people are against it for that particular reason. The luxury of having autonomy, to do whatever you want to do.
Wake up at 1 minute to 9 and start a meeting at 9.
But wait, I don't know. Whoever is watching this video, also have you seen this about interacting over Teams? Like there's a new kind of policy going around that at some meetings are going to require you to turn on your camera.
Let us know in the comments, cause what?
Like how?
Imagine that.
I can't even wrap my head around that. I can't even imagine, because for me, already on weekends, getting done, getting dressed, putting on makeup, and I love doing it. It's a chore. It's an effort. Hey, it's like an unnecessary effort. That's something I don't want to spend my time on.
Yeah, but that's another conversation, though. Let me know what you think in the comments. But because some families' setups are different from everyone else's. I also think it's not fair to people who have like kids and there's like you just don't have a quiet space to work. And I mean, I don't think.
I'm also eager to know about Teams. If anybody works, do you work on Teams?
Yeah.
So if you're working on Teams, there's the feature of the noise suppression. So what it basically does, you pop that little thing on high. It's a button. I think it's under settings or advanced settings. It's called noise suspension or noise suppression, and you put it on high. I mean, does it work? I have dogs that bark all the time, and I'm eager to know when they bark in all the time. Can other people? I think we should test that out.
Let's test it out.
We have to test it out.
Let's test it out. But I mean, if you do know, please let us know in the comments. Let's have that conversation.
Does it work?
Does it actually work?
I mean, it's Microsoft Teams.
Yeah. But anyway, I think that is pretty much the survival kit.
Yeah.
To survive. I mean, we could have gone into much more. Detailed things.
I mean, if you'd like, we can always arrange for more focus on a particular area. But I mean, this is just the start.
Yeah.
I guess our Tech with Mbali will map that out for us.
So let us know if you want to hear like a part 2 of your corporate survival kit with Tuscan once again. We will definitely do it. Yes?
Yes, of course we will.
Yes,
I think that's a fun activity. I'd like to do that.
Yeah, and we'll test out the Teams thing and let you know. Because even me, I need to know.
We need to know this. Oh, thank you so much. Today was an absolute bliss. So comfortable. It's nice to get back and have these sessions and talk. I mean, we all need to talk. And if you're watching this and you're relaxing, I mean, it's good to always have a friend to talk about this.
Yeah, definitely.
And reach out whenever. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for coming. I'm so glad to have you finally. I haven't seen you in so long. So
it's been, before we wrap up this video, I mean, it's been 2 years since we've seen each other.
No. Something,
I mean, since we went about 2 years.
Almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years since we've been in lockdown. And prior to that, we've seen each other every single day. Like, we were like every single day. So the whole pandemic, everything about working from home has really changed the dynamic. I miss all the people I work with. I really want to see them. I'm so happy I got to see you. So I'm sure you guys also, if you are working from home, I'm sure you miss a lot of you. So
I hope it ends soon. But anyway, thank you so much. It was so lovely having you, and you have helped me also grow and want to do better in my corporate job. So thank you very much again.
It's a pleasure.
I can't wait to have you again on my channel.
Anytime.
Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know what else you want to hear. Share this with all of your friends. And I will see you next time on Tech with Mbali.
Okay, bye.
Say bye.
Bye. Oh
No,
God, no.
Make it cute.
Bye. No, make it cute. Why did I make it make sense?
No, make it make sense.
Make it make
Make
cute.
it make sense. Let's try that again. Bye.
Bye.
Okay.
That was fun.
That was fun.